Hey, hello there, it's Jaded Gamer here. We're just, as the title says, going back to the Green Hell for one of the daily races that was on last week. I'm just having a little shift through some of my gallery picks as well. There's a Christmassy one. Anyway, I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you had a nice festive season. And we'll get into the replay. This was on the Nürburgring 24-hour race. Anyway, I hope you're all safe and well. I hope you're all looking after each other. In the UK here, we're in another mega lockdown, or whatever they want to call it. So back to the video games again. The lockdown's not really eased that much in the UK, to be honest. Not since the end of March. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying the content. There's a few GT Sport videos coming your way soon. This is the first one. The racing's been pretty good so far. Since getting into the C lobbies, and my driver rating is around about the 8,000 mark. Though did take a hit in one of the daily races recently. I'm sorry, one of the FIA races recently. But I'm still in the C lobby with the ASR. So here we are. This is a nighttime race. I wasn't going to go in it because I was worried about losing driver points. But it's the Nordschleife, so I qualified in 14th. And I've got 9 on the door. There was a rolling start. And I'm in the Pepsi Viper. That's my own livery. And it looks so good at night. And I love the yellow headlights as well. You can do that when you're making up your own liveries. On some of the racing cars. So you see they're all jostling for a position going into the first corner. Now I brake a little bit late here. And I try to avoid 13th place. I do manage to get through without killing anyone. And he ducks up the inside, so we have a little battle there. And someone else spins out. There's a lot of dust behind. So yeah, I think, I'm not sure if it's the Finnish flag or the Greek flag, but I got papped out the way there. But there's a long way to go in this race, even though it's only 2 laps. Brake discs glowing going into the corners. Definitely need to see some more of this kind of thing in GT7. Like to have the variable weather and day, time of day. Being able to do a full 24-hour race would be great. So we've got a penalty ahead of us. And we're still on the GP circuit just now. And still sitting in 14th. There's a bit of an accident there. I'm trying to get a position. Managed to get myself in between the 2 cars there in the 13th. So there's a lot of zigzagging going on in front of me. Super aggressive racing going into that corner. And we end up 12th just by default. And we did actually hit the back of the other driver there in front of us in the Audi. And he's holding us up there. We just try and keep our own race in line. I end up off the track there, which doesn't help with my braking here. And I get a half-second penalty, I end up off the road. And I drop a couple of positions there. And manage to filter back into 14th place, but this time with a half-second penalty. So we've got the Spanish driver behind us really on our tail, putting the pressure on. we're heading down to Flugplatz. Or up to Flugplatz. Yep, I learned another corner name. Lots of sliding going on there, another driver gone. And I'm just trying to catch up with the group that I missed out on there when I slid off the track behind the other driver. It looks so good. So again, a little bit of a gap to the car in front, but just trying to keep it going and enjoy the race. I don't want to get involved in any battles in this one, just wanted to enjoy the nighttime Nordschleife. Someone really locking up the brakes there. And I think he unghosted as I was going past. Which is just a weird thing. So we're in 11th place now, trying to catch 10th, who I think was in front of us or just behind us. It was in the same sort of range of us at the start of the race anyway. I'm not really losing any time, although we are obviously under pressure because they're not that far away. So the approach for this one was just to enjoy it, relax, potentially not put in my fastest lap. Well, it sounds a bit strange, but it's the Nordschleife, you don't always have to go for the top time on it to have a good race. You just have to not crash. I think the guy behind me is super aggressive. There's a 5-second penalty for that driver there. Whoa. Now we're definitely under pressure. The guy behind me's got the slipstream now. And he did enjoy flashing his lights at me. There's really nowhere I can go. I pull over. I don't take my foot off the accelerator, but I pull over and see what he's going to do. He just can't make it stick. It's possibly down to my knowledge of the track over the driver behind me, I'm not sure. So we break down and we're now heading into the first carousel. Just up the road here. Coming into the braking zone and onto the concrete. Managed to hold it in nice and tight. Really bad gear change I had there, but I didn't actually lose that much time. The guy behind me, I clicked up 2 gears by accident. So we're in 10th still carrying the penalty. And we'll carry that down to the penalty line, which is the is it the Dottinga Hoya? The Dottinga Ho? Whatever. I can't quite pronounce it yet. Again, still under a ton of pressure from the I think it's Greek or Finnish, I can't quite place the flag. And I actually wanted to let him pass me there because he was really doing my head in. And even with that mistake, he only just makes it up the inside. Way too much pressure being put on there. So we're back down to 11th, but we've gone up a couple of places. Still on the first lap. Now that's a nice little group of cars. Now I'm getting flashed from the car behind me with a 5-second penalty. He just looked all over the road there. The Viper much more settled. I think it's down to the driving from this guy though. Now I think I lost it on the grass there. Or I got touched and ended up on the grass, so I had to brake hard. I'm not sure. But now we've got a 2-second penalty, which isn't great. It basically means I'm probably a sitting duck in the Dottingham, which is coming up just now. I certainly didn't need the extra penalty. So we'll see what it looks like. That's the penalty served. And we've got a whole load of cars behind us on the hunt. We've got the nice rear view camera on the dashboard there inside the Viper. So I just try and pick up the slipstream here. Got a car right behind me. Just go back to the replay cam, coming down the hill there in the dark, looks awesome. Now I get hit going in there, and he nudges his way in front of me, hits the driver in front of me as well. And now I'm in 17th, and that guy's carrying a 3-second penalty right from the start of this lap now. And they're having a bit of a fight in front, which I should really be in front of those two. So trying to go defensive going into that corner, and he just dives in there and hits the barrier. I'm not sure what happened there. But back in the 14th. And it just looks so good at night. That's why I haven't put any of the graphics on for the race details. You can see that I'm in 14th. This is the last lap. It was only a 2-lap race. It usually is on the daily races, just a 2-lapper, and it does take a bit of time. Now I can start taking some of these corners the way I need to, because I've not got cars all around me. And hopefully we can catch the car in front. If you're enjoying the content, like and subscribe. And I'll try and do an ongoing series of these races every time it comes up in the daily races. We'll have a Heaven at the Green Hell highlights video. You can see the spectator graphics at the side, all the tented village and everything. It looks great. And it does add a little bit of much needed light to the track. Yeah, I'm not losing too much time to the car behind now. Got that nice and clean. And we're off on the way to Flugplatz up here. cars in front at the moment. Nothing in sight. Glowing brake discs again. It looks so good at night. I love the sparks coming off there, off the underside of the car with the compression. It's good to be able to just get that little chance to stretch your legs on the Nordschleife, not to be around too many cars, and just enjoy the experience. Again, just nice and consistent, not wanting to make any mistakes in the second lap after serving a 2-second penalty in the first lap. And hopefully we can catch someone. A little bit too much curve there. Just the right amount there. Let's have a little look through the windscreen. And this is a tough corner. You need to get it right. So you've got a lot to lose by the time you get to the end of the straight. You can hear the bumps affecting the engine acceleration. And on this section of the track, it's just trying to run out the revs as much as possible. And keep the car together. It does say 4th on your gear indicator, but if you drop into 5th for that corner there, and still maintain a good speed all the way up to this tight braking zone here. And there's a couple of cars in front. Yellow flag's getting waved by the marshal. No one close behind. Back into the carousel again. It looks so good. Now I'm just trying to maximise my performance in the last section of the track before the Dottega. And there's someone way off the track. A 2-second penalty, and it's our Spanish friend from earlier. So I'm just trying to maintain as much grip as I can here. The tyres are starting to show wear. I don't want to crash into the guy, but I do want to shift my way past him as quickly as possible. He's having a hard time with his tyres or his setup. There's the Vipers looking nice. So good with the yellow headlights. I'm so glad I put them on. And at this point it's just kind of getting dangerous for me, because these guys have been fighting each other. Their driving's really erratic, they're finding it hard to control the back end of their cars. So I managed to get past one. He was way off the track as well. I mean, he's already got a 1-second penalty, he should have more penalty for that. And I just want to keep on the pressure as much as possible. You can see the difference the position he takes up on the road. So he tries to block me there, which was just infuriating. Thanks, Mr. Frenchman. So again, I've got another opportunity here, but I know he's got a penalty, so it's just not going to happen for this guy. I don't know why he had to block me there, and the way he turned in was just ridiculous. I'm just glad I didn't get a penalty because of it. I almost put too much power down coming through the last part of that bend, coming into the straight. And now I'm just tucking up behind our little French friend whilst he serves his penalty. And we go through without any mishaps. Up into 11th. And at this point, anyone that was threatening me is really in the distance. The Frenchman is still surprisingly close, but it was still a 1 second penalty, so he's still losing time from me all the way down here. So we managed to keep it together. Back on the power and over the finish line. So, I hope you enjoyed the content. Again, obviously one of my favourite places to race on GT Sport. And as always, using the GT29 driving force and the Wheel Stand Pro and a comfy chair. Anyway, take care of each other, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!